So dear students, namaste. We are here in day B9 of class 6. So, study we have studied the first type of simple machine about lever. Today we are discussing about pulley. So what is the meaning of pulley and how we can define that? And if I ask you one question, had you seen any pulley in your home or in the locality? Yes? Good. Yes, there is one circular disc, yeah, having a groove, yes, and there is a rope, isn't it? And if we have to lift a load, just example from well, if we lift the water outside, then we use the pulley there. If we are constructing our buildings, second, third floor, so laborers, when they take sands, pebbles, stones, or cement, fourth floor, fifth floor, then they will take more time. But when they use pulley to lift the different type of materials up floor, then it will take less time with less force. So you are using this pulley to lift the load from ground to top of the floor. Okay. So pulley is defined as a circular disc having a groove. Okay, having a groove. Okay. In its circumference, you see circumference means this is a circular disc. This is a circular disc, and this circular disc, the outer part is a circumference, and it consists of groove, which you know. Yes. So over which a rope passes. Good. Don't you? You can define simply. Pulley is defined as a circular disc having a groove in its circumference over which a rope passes. Okay, very good. Pulley can be classified into two types. Actually, there are three types. Okay, but we have to discuss here two types. They are fixed pulley and movable pulley. One pulley is fixed. Next one is pulley moves. Okay. So here in this figure, this is a fixed pulley. Here, a person when he pulls this rope, then this load goes upward. It takes more energy. Comparison of movable pulley. The location of the pulley is not changed. It helps us by changing the direction of force. Suppose this force is here. When you use the force, this load is here, downside. When you use the force from this direction, and it goes up. Means the force of load means the direction of force. It helps us to change the direction of force. Only change the direction of the force. But movable pulley, it moves up and down. This moves up and down with load. Load can be up and down. This pulley helps us by magnifying force. If we use the less force, this helps bigger convert into bigger force. Okay. Here we have to use more force, but it will lift same load. Suppose this one is 50 kg. Okay. How much? Suppose this one is 50 kg. 50 kg load is here. Here to lift by using a fixed pulley, it takes more energy, more force by about person. But same load if you lift by using movable pulley, movable pulley, it consumes less force by a person. Here, more work can be performed. Here, more work can be performed by movable pulley, but less force, less work can be performed in fixed pulley by using fixed pulley. So, dear student, are you clear here? Okay. And next type of pulley we will discuss in next class. Combined pulley. Combined pulley means pulley the fixed and movable pulley. That is called a combined pulley. Anything here? Are you clear? Very nice. So we will discuss the next point. Okay. Very good. Okay. So dear student, here number is wheel and axle. Wheel and axle. So how you can understand it simple way. So firstly, I am giving you example door knob. KNOB knob. Screwdriver, wheel of a swing machine. Have you seen any time swing machine? Okay. So wheel of a swing machine, you have to keep it in your mind. Door knob, screwdriver. Any example you have to take here. Everybody, you know, in your home there is a door knobs. Okay, from wheel tab door opens and closes. Okay, very good. So wheel and axle means wheel and axle are made of two cylinders. There are two cylinders of different radii. Their radius is different. There is two cylinders of different radii. Radii means, you know, mathematics you studied, no? Yes. This is radius. This one is radius. This is O. Okay, this is X. OX is radius. The larger cylinder is mounted with axle. The largest cylinder is mounted with axle in such a way that both of cylinders spin on the same axis. Okay? Both cylinders spin on the same axis. The cylinder with larger radius is called the cylinder with larger radius. The cylinder with radius is larger. It's called wheel. It's called wheel. And that with the smaller radius is called axle. If anybody say what is the wheel and what is axle? So you can say the cylinder which has a larger radius. The cylinder which has a larger radius is called cylinder. What is called that? Axle. Sorry, wheel. And the cylinder which has a smaller radius is called axle. Generally, effort is applied on the bigger cylinder. Effort always applied on the bigger cylinder, and load is lifted by the smaller cylinder. Load is lifted by the smaller cylinder. Just like for example, door knob, screwdriver, wheel of a swing and machine. You can see the figure also. Just like a door knob, you can see when you do like this, okay, and it opens, no? And just like a stand roller is here, and screwdriver, you can see bigger one when they bigger one. What is here? Effort is applied on the big cylinder, and load is lifted by the smaller cylinder. The person catches the screwdriver upper one, that is the big cylinder, and the smaller one there is a it applies the and you get okay. Any conclusion here? Very good. So we have completed that also, and we will discuss now next one. Okay, very good. So we are discussing here 4 number. Inclined plane. So, what's it? Our book. Inclined plank of wood is used to load goods into a truck. Such slanted surface makes work easier. An inclined plane and inclined surface at any angle is called inclined plane. If anybody asks, what is inclined plane? What you write here? What you write? So, an inclined plane and inclined plane and inclined plane. Okay. Uninclined, I can say that uninclined surface at any angle is called inclined plane. And inclined surface means slanted. Okay, inclined surface at any angle is called inclined plane. So it makes our work easier by magnifying force. An inclined plane can be long or short. Less effort is required for longer plane, whereas more effort is required for a shorter plane. So winding roads on hills, staircases, ladders, children's slide, etc. are some example of inclined plane. Ladders, you can say example, ladders, children's slide, staircase. These are the example of. Okay, it means that it always used for the to magnify the force. If you have to lift the load, suppose you have to lift this load, this part, or suppose this is chalk, here chalk. How to put? Okay, how to put the wooden, how to keep the wooden, what is called that, materials in the truck. So they use the inclined plane and the rods and the board. Means when they apply the force magnify itself, and the energy or force can, by using less force, the load can be lift on truck. Okay. Same way we can say children's slides, addition children's slide, and also if inclined plane is larger means longer, then there less force used. But when inclined plane is shorter, suppose this is the height, and you have to lift the load here. Suppose one is like this, one inclined plane is like this. Okay, from here it's longer. Then the force when we lift the load, here, then it takes less force, but same height. In same height, if we make like this, inclined surface like this, so it takes more force. Means to reduce the force, inclined surface would be larger on the same side, on the same height. Okay? Any confusion, dear student? Okay, very nice. We will study now. Next one. Are any confusion? So, four types we have studied. Remaining types we will study later. Just like we have to study screw and wheel. Okay? We will study that in next class. Any confusion? Okay, dear students. Thank you.